Hello everyone. In this video I will be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let us go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. Top stories of the day, starting with Islamabad's weather. You may be wondering why we are starting with the weather report today. In Islamabad, the temperature is currently around 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, but the feels-like temperature, what the human body actually experiences, is around 50 degrees Celsius. That is approximately 115 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity is about 35%. It is the kind of heat where even staying in air-conditioned spaces becomes difficult. Former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, who is 72 years old, is currently imprisoned in a very small jail cell and enduring this extreme heat. We often hear that even the fan in his cell is turned off at times. Many doctors watch my vlogs. I want to ask them, if you get time, I know doctors are usually extremely busy with long hours and patient care, please consider this situation. First of all, my respect and salute to doctors, globally and especially in Pakistan, who serve humanity despite being underappreciated. People often assume doctors are well rewarded financially, but I disagree. Even in systems with good financial compensation, doctors do not get their due. Others in the system earn more money due to the doctor's efforts, while doctors endure all the psychological and physical trauma. So this is my appreciation for doctors in Pakistan, where medical facilities are scarce, and abroad, where work pressure remains intense. For any doctors watching this vlog, I would like you to comment, how can a healthy adult endure 40 degrees Celsius temperatures with a feels like of 50 degrees Celsius? Let me explain for viewers from rural areas. The actual temperature may show as 40 degrees Celsius on a thermometer, but if there is no wind and the humidity is high, the perceived heat, or hubs as we say, increases. Meteorologists and scientists calculate this using special formulas to determine the feels-like temperature. In this case, the thermometer says 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, but the feels-like temperature is 48 to 50 degrees Celsius. In my opinion, that is unbearable. Imran Khan once said last year that he sweat so much, his shorts started to disintegrate. Now we hear that sometimes his fan is shut off. He's not living in an open or airy room. He is confined in a cell about 6 feet wide and roughly 9 feet long. No windows, surrounded by solid walls. At the back there is a small exhaust fan, maybe 10 or 12 inches in size, located about 9 to 12 feet high, far above his head. You cannot see outside through it. The door in front is small and has bars, and in front of that there is another small room with 2 solid walls and a second door that opens to a corridor. Beyond the corridor, there is a small courtyard where the sky is visible, but light barely enters the cell itself. You cannot see the blue sky from inside the cell. Imran Khan is often kept in solitary confinement, not allowed out to walk or exercise for days. Occasionally, he is allowed to walk near the corridor, but only rarely. In such extreme heat, with mercury at 40 degrees Celsius and feels like at 50 degrees Celsius, I urge doctors to share whether even the strongest man could bear such heat for long. Why this story matters? Right now it is budget season. Both the Punjab Assembly and the National Assembly are dealing with it. I have been in government. I know how crucial it is to get the budget passed. It is an operational necessity. Failure means the government must seek a vote of confidence. Psychologically, it is also significant. After the budget passes, it is expected, though not legally required, for the Prime Minister or Chief Minister to address the Assembly. Maryam Nawaz does not usually attend the Punjab Assembly. She may have come during last year's budget to have it passed, but has not been active since. This is a golden opportunity for opposition members in the Punjab Assembly to stage a strong protest. First, credit where it is due, the opposition leader, the parliamentary leader and the members. Yesterday, for the first time, we saw the government under some pressure. You deserve recognition for that. The government even broke microphones to prevent your speeches. That is a sign they felt the heat. Previously, when Maryam Nawaz became Chief Minister via Form 47, the Speaker silenced protest from our members within minutes. They were forced to protest outside on the stairs while she gave her speech in silence. This time, she will try the same. The Punjab Assembly Speaker is a shrewd and experienced politician. Most of our members are new and lack experience. The senior ones must ensure Maryam Nawaz cannot deliver her speech peacefully this time. Your leader, Imran Khan, is locked in a cell with a feels-like temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. These are not normal conditions, and your response should not be normal either. Yesterday we finally saw the government sweat a little. Previously they barely flinched. If I talk about Punjab Assembly, people complain I ignore the National Assembly. If I talk about the National Assembly, others ask why I am commenting from outside the country. Let me tell you, I've met many MNAs and MPAs during their travels. If you want, come stay with me. I will even arrange accommodation. Do your media work from here? The conditions are better, the weather is cooler, and you can still hit sixes on behalf of your cause. Earlier today, a respected figure from Punjab Assembly told me, "You do not know, there is actually a lot of protest going on, but it is not being covered." That made me smile. Their understanding of media dynamics is clearly limited. Right now in Pakistani politics, only two people are receiving media coverage: Imran Khan from inside jail and Maryam Nawaz, who is the face of PMLN. Shahbaz Sharif has become irrelevant. If you think you are not getting coverage because of media bias, you're mistaken. Coverage follows action. When you perform, protest effectively, and cause disruption, that is when cameras turn toward you. When Maryam Nawaz enters the assembly, and if she manages to deliver her speech despite the noise, then you have failed to protest effectively. Maryam Nawaz and Shahbaz Sharif both struggle to speak amid noise and chaos. If the protest is soft or ineffective, they will manage. But with loud, coordinated disruption like tearing budget copies, shouting slogans, creating chaos, you can make sure no speech is possible. That is how you gain media attention. I am not saying use violence or break laws. Within the assembly, you have the space and legal cover to protest vocally and disruptively. If you do it right, media will cover it. Today we held a Twitter poll asking, "Are you satisfied with PTI members' performance in the current Punjab Assembly budget session?" Only 12% said very strong protest. 32% said just managed. 56% said very weak protest. So 88% of respondents were dissatisfied. Some may be offended by this, but please, for 5 minutes, forget that this is critical and consider the bigger picture. Focus on what your leader is enduring in jail and what this political moment demands from you. Many members need their work done through the bureaucracy, and some rely on the speaker to get things done. What do governments do? And I say this from personal experience. They bring in the secretaries from whom members need work done and seat them in the gallery during assembly sessions. When you, as a member, look directly into the eyes of these secretaries, the fire of your protest often cools down. You must not let that happen. You must protest, and not look at the gallery to see which secretary is sitting there. Next news. In Israel, things are getting extremely heated. Iranian missiles have reached deep inside Israel, and one of them reportedly hit Microsoft's building, either destroying it or causing massive damage. Smoke clouds are rising. Yesterday, Israel's stock exchange building was hit. The situation is deteriorating rapidly. It is also being reported that Israel's Iron Dome and other missile defense systems are running low on interceptor missiles, the batteries that shoot down incoming missiles. If Iran keeps firing at the current pace and does not run out, Israel might run out of defense missiles. Of course, I do not have access to classified data, but this is what analysts are discussing. If Iran keeps up its missile attacks and still has stock left, Israel will have little time left before most missiles start hitting targets. Right now, only 10% are getting through, but that number could increase. The real question is, how many missiles does Iran still have, and what will they do in the coming days? In short, things are getting worse. Next news is very serious and its timing is critical. If any land is given for attacks on Iran, we will target it. This is Iran's latest warning, not just a threat, but a formal caution. Iran has assigned Qatar to relay this message, as they have direct communication with Qatar. They told Qatar to inform all surrounding countries, especially Muslim nations, that if any country allows its land to be used against Iran, it will be treated as a hostile party and considered at war with Iran. Now compare this statement to what happened just one day earlier. Our Field Marshal, a nickname for a senior Pakistani figure, met with certain individuals. Meanwhile, the military touts and PR men are denying the CNN News 18 article we discussed yesterday, which said the United States asked for military bases, land access and sea routes. They say, this is fake news, nothing of the sort was requested. Well, if it is fake, we will apologize. But in the next few days, everything will become clear, what was asked and what was not. We only shared with you the stories being reported by international newspapers, journals and news channels. But the fact that Iran, the very next day, sent a message through Qatar saying, any land used against us will be targeted. That is extremely meaningful. Pakistan should take this warning very seriously. Next story. Following Israel's attacks and Iran's strong retaliation, both full-scale, former United States President Trump's special envoy, Mr. Woodcock, has contacted Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi multiple times. Woodcock has offered diplomatic dialogue and negotiations. However, Iran's Foreign Minister Araghchi rejected the offer outright, saying, "We will not hold direct talks with you. You are already working hand-in-hand with Israel in carrying out these attacks on us. And that too, when we were already in negotiations with you." Note: this is not my personal claim, this is what Reuters is reporting, a highly reputable international news agency. Meanwhile, European foreign ministers will meet Iran's representatives tomorrow in Switzerland. According to CNN, this meeting will include several foreign ministers, all backed and approved by the United States. Let us see where this diplomatic effort leads. On the other hand, President Trump has already declared that within the next 2 weeks, he will decide when to strike Iran. This announcement has already been made. Next headline: education is not a luxury, it is a fundamental right. This was stated by Asifa Bhutto Zardari. But you must also keep in mind, in Sindh, the same province from where Asifa Bhutto is speaking, 14,000 schools lack clean water. Around the same number of schools lack bathrooms. 4,800,000 children are out of school. Who should be enrolled? 1,300,000 children are forced to sit on the floor without desks or furniture. So we're talking about a province where 6 million children are either out of school or studying in terrible conditions. Schools lack water and sanitation, and yet the princess of this province says education is a basic right. Her family has ruled Sindh for generations, and only now have they realized what the actual condition is. Final story. There was a man named Tara who once came to Pakistan and committed a fraud, or maybe Pakistani television committed the fraud. They presented him as a member of President Trump's cabinet, as an advisor. But if you check Trump's cabinet records, there is no such person listed. He kept the charade going for a while until people began protesting and criticizing him. That is when he backed off. Now, whenever our field marshal, again a sarcastic reference, visits somewhere, Tara hosts him. In overseas conferences, the field marshal sits and listens to his speeches. Recently, when the field marshal visited the United States, Tara spoke again. Now, disturbing clips of Tara are surfacing, upsetting both him and the public. Tara has called the Pakistan army traitors, corrupt and terrorists. He has criticized Pakistan and even Islam itself. In the United States, he wrote a letter to Israel saying, "We are all with you." Wherever there is a chance to benefit, he goes. When Imran Khan was in government, Tara called him a great leader. There is a Punjabi saying, "Jitha wakawanthalai parat," or the Nachan Sare Rat. Wherever there is benefit, dance all night long. That is how Tara behaves, always leaning toward power. So just imagine, our respected field marshal is taking advice from such a person. Listen to a clip of Tara speaking about Pakistan, Islam and the Pakistan army. Then decide for yourself what kind of counsel the field marshal is getting. Our real challenge is we do not understand. Islam is a foreign religion to the subcontinent. Someone asked, "How do people see Pakistan?" I said, "The way you see a beggar who knocks at your door every day asking for money. You think, this guy comes every day. Here, take 5 rupees and go away." That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Do not forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.